Good morning. This morning we're doing something calmer and we're going to focus on the breath. And we're going to do something that is called a balloon breath in the Daoist sphere. The Daoists call it the balloon breath, but in the yogic tradition, it's called yogic breath. So you can hear both words and both names. There might be different names for them as well. But it's an exercise that will fill your lungs and also empty them as well. Because in today's society, we often breathe very shallow. So we are breathing not very deep, which means we're not using all our breathing muscles. We've got lots of breathing muscles, and we've got one big one here, and it's the diaphragm. And we don't use it very well. So the diaphragm hardens, right? And they're not moving as it should. So when the diaphragm is doing the work that it should, helping to fill the lungs, it also presses downwards on the organs, and then the organs are getting a massage. And that is softening, helping to soften the fascia that is surrounding the organs. So it's very good. So by not breathing properly, it's not just that we're not getting enough oxygen, we're not releasing the CO2 as we need as well. And we might even leave like stale air in our lungs because we're never breathing out properly either. And then also we're not getting enough oxygen, we're not releasing enough CO2, but also the organs are not getting the massage that they're supposed to get. So to keep the body in constant movement, just using the breath. And the breath is also the bridge from the sympathetic nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system. So that's it's a way that we can switch from being stressed and up, and having all these kind of, stress symptoms, right? When we have lots on, so we can, by breathing calmly and deeply, we can actually switch over to the parasympathetic nervous system, actually calm ourselves down and calm our emotions down and our organs down. So slow down the heart rate. Slow down, and then giving our organs and everything much better. And this will help to rejuvenate us. All these kind of things that are aging us too soon. And one of them is breathing shallow. So today we're going to do yogic breath or the balloon breath. And we're going to start with step 1. So sit up right. So I'm sitting on the floor. You can sit on the chair as well. The only thing that is important is that your spine is erect towards the sky, right? And you've got relaxed shoulders and your lower back is relaxed. So if you're sitting down, you take a breath in. As you breathe in, the spine rises towards the sky and the scalp towards the sky. And then as you breathe out, the spine remains suspended from the sky. It's almost like it's hung from a silk thin thread. And then we're going to start with the balloon breath, and we're going to start breathing into the stomach. Obviously, we can't breathe into the stomach. We're breathing in, using the diaphragm so the stomach expands. So we're going to start with that. So breathe in through the nose, and we do all this in and out through the nose. So all the way into the stomach, and then breathe out. And then breathe in. Breathe out. And then, so you do full breath, but you're not forcing anything. So you breathe in. And when you get to the point that you want to breathe out, because if you've got full breath, you breathe out. You're releasing the air out. And you can even do like just a slight at the end. Squeeze with the stomach muscles and the diaphragm. But not like that. We're not doing any forceful here, but just a little. Just squeeze it. And then we breathe in. Into the stomach. You can feel the diaphragm pressing down. And this might be very difficult in the beginning because your diaphragm might be very tight. But persevere and do this every day. And then the next step is we're going to breathe in, and we're going to breathe into the chest cavity here, the rib cage. So we can put our hands on the side, and then we breathe in through the nose. And you're going to feel the rib cage and everything expanding here, and then breathe out. And breathe in, expanding the rib cage, and then breathe out. So this is all the solar plexus and all this. And to the side here of the chest area. Same thing, breathe in. And when you're full, you breathe out. And when you're empty, you breathe in. Expanding, breathe out. And this can also be difficult in the beginning because all these muscles, like in the back, lower back and everything, are tight as well. And then we're coming to the third part of this exercise, and then we're going to breathe in, and we're going to breathe in all the way up here and into the clavicles, all the way up to the clavicles, into the clavicles. Difficult to breathe into the clavicles, but up to the clavicle, and our chest will be rising, right? Not going up, we'll be rising up. So it's like we're lifting the chest or the sky. So breathe in. And fill as high up as you can. Chest rising, chin down, and then breathe out, releasing the air out. And breathe in. Chest rising towards the sky. And then breathe out. And breathe in. Fill all the way up to the clavicles, and then breathe out. And you feel how you are releasing tension. Continue breathing this for a few more breaths. The spine remains rising towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed. Lower back relaxed. And now we're going to do this 3-step breathing. So we're going to start by breathing into the stomach, and then chest area, and then the chest rising towards the sky. And then breathe out by emptying the chest, and then the rib cage, the lower here, the middle part, and then finally the stomach. And that's the balloon breath. So we're filling like a balloon. So the balloon opens from the, feels expanding our stomach, chest, and then finally the clavicles here and the chest rising towards the sky, and then releasing from the top. So it's a 3-step breathing. So in, release out. Breathe in, stomach, ribs, chest rising. Release out. And the scalp remains towards disguise, like we have no movement like this. So if the spine rises as we're filling, you rise up into the back of our head here, right? We're still keeping the head at this position, eye level. So we're not doing any forwards and back here. So do 3 more breaths like this. And now we're going to do 3 cleansing breaths, and then we're breathing in through the nose, filling the lungs with fresh chi, fresh air, and then we're breathing out through a pinhole through our mouth, or blowing out with some resistance. Releasing pollution, releasing trapped emotions, releasing stress, releasing anything that we want to get rid of, CO2, and then breathe in. Breathe out through the pinhole of the lips. It's like blowing out through a straw. And then breathe in one last time. Fresh chi, fresh air, and then breathe out pollution. And the pollution could be mental pollution, actual pollution that we breathe it in. And then just go back to calm breathing, allowing the breath in, releasing the breath out. Allowing the breath in through the nose, releasing the breath out through the nose. So I dedicate this morning's practice to all sentient beings. May they be healthy, may they be happy, may they be full of compassion. Thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to expand on this practice tomorrow morning, so make sure to join then as well.